Welcome into my channel. Thank you for being here and allowing me to read your energy. I've already cleared your space. I'm sharing from my heart for the highest good of all. I invite spirits of the light for whatever messages they'd like to send through me. I'm always learning, always listening, and sharing what comes through. I'm going to do my best to do justice to this information, and I trust that what's meant to come through will. I don't know when it's going to find who it's meant for. It may not be for someone at this moment. It may be for someone at a later date. I have no idea. My messages are timeless readings, and once I release them, then it's up to Spirit to do the reach and find who they're meant for. So I am doing my part and showing up for the offering. And so you might notice that these are the cards from yesterday. And I'm going to try to do this without cutting the video and just go for it. So I may have pauses. There's just a lot that wants to come in with this. And I was getting that feeling yesterday. And I was trying my best to do justice to the information that was coming in. And so where to begin? How do I begin this? So today, this is the rock that I've chosen to share. This is a rock I found on a walk one day in a parking lot of all things. It was on a pillar of light, if you know what I mean. The light in the parking lot, the pillar of light, the pillar of light, and it was sitting there. And this one actually has a message on the back of it that it is from the group that's in my community where we paint and hide rocks. So obviously I was so thrilled to find this, but this rock is fitting for this reading today. This is the angel, spirit, universe, your guides, whoever that is for you. For me, this is an angel. Her wings spread wide. She's guarding the community. I see her as guarding our entire community. So that's the message. That's the energy of the guardian of this reading. And it ties in with the community. All of these cards are the same we had yesterday. And I'm not sure if every single card is involved in this message today, but probably in some way it is. But it's a message of community protection. So then we have the owl who wanted to come back in. This is significant for someone, the white owl specifically. So we have owl energy. The birthstone amethyst. So we're coming up on February, and that's significant in that fact that we are coming up on February right now. I'm not saying that this is specifically meant to find someone in February. I don't have that information. I can only share what I have, and then it's up to whoever finds this message to interpret it into your life for what it means for you. So this is significant in that we are coming up on the month of February for some reason. And amethyst is the February birthstone. The colors are lilac and deepish red purple. So these cards are significant for their color, for sure, for the birthstone of February coming up, and for the throat chakra. And I am taking that as significance for me as well as it was yesterday of opening my throat chakra. I have a very soft voice, and so I need to speak louder so that you can hear me well. So I'll be working on that, but I just naturally have a very soft voice, and I am over 5 decades old, so I just speak softly, and that's part of who I am. It's part of my offering, but I do want to speak in a way that you can hear me, so that's important. And this may be that someone out there needs also possibly to be brave enough to speak to speak something, whether that be you are in this reading, you're part of the community, you are the person that this, there are multiple people that you could be in this reading. So courage, activation of your throat chakra to speak up when it's appropriate, however that's going to play out for you in this reading. Historically, amethyst is a protection stone, protecting against negative energy. Also, that is significant for the way this reading is unfolding and has unfolded since yesterday. So now, though, amethyst is more associated with serenity and balance and inner strength. So inner strength is required to navigate what is going on in this reading, whether you are the actual person experiencing the negative energy. And I'm not, how do I want to say this? My instinct was to resist. My instinct was to say, no, Spirit, I'm not the messenger for this. And that's been an instinct all my life, which makes me emotional because this is really important. So I am meant to speak this message. So I need serenity and balance, please. Thank you. The hardness of amethyst is 7 on the charts, and that is also today associated with the number 7 in the sense of introspection. Introspection. Okay, so last night I randomly chose from the bottom of Netflix a movie called Alice Darling, or Darling Alice. And it was a very moving movie. So that may be significant for you. And I don't know if you want to watch it. Maybe you've already watched it. But yesterday in the reading, something happened with these 2 cards, and I reversed them. And I said, well, that's interesting. I reversed those cards. I normally don't do that. I wonder what that's about. And then I just left it and moved on, as that was supposed to happen. And it was. And so yesterday, the reading opened with the observer. And the observer was sitting on this egg. The observer being the coyote from the day before, bringing in truth. So I noticed the egg and that the star was still here, and the egg is someone encased in some kind of hardness that is either keeping them protected or keeping them in some kind of cage, keeping them maybe it could even be blind to something, as this is the observer, maybe blind to something that needs to be observed. So someone was coming in the reading a couple of days ago, offering this, we're just going to call it a person, this person, because in the other reading there was a face with this. So was offering this person something, an offering of peace, an offering of clarity, and something. So, and you were the observer yesterday. Okay, so, and there was a significance about chopping wood. The daily tasks is how that showed up yesterday. The chopping wood card being moved to the top is significant because in that movie, there was a strong theme with a very um, intense significance of the chopping of the wood, and the character in the movie needing to get her power back, and how the chopping of the wood was connecting her to that, and connecting her to memories, and connecting her to what was actually going on in her life. So in this reading today, someone is observing that there's this person who needs to be helped. And there has been a theme in the readings of asking for help. And again, this is super specific. So if this is not resonating at all, please just click off, because like I said, this is one of those things that I have no idea who this is for, but so please click off if it's not resonating with you. It's not meant for you. But someone is the observer of this situation. This could be you're observing this situation and it's not you, it's someone else, and you know that they're struggling, but you could be the person actually struggling in this story, and you're observing other things and you are unaware of your own struggles on a conscious level, or you're not wanting to admit your struggles. You're not wanting to pay attention. So okay. So that's why the cards were reversed. The main theme is this movie, this chopping wood, the significance of that. So your name could be Alice, or you could know someone named Alice, or your name starts with an A. It doesn't have to be that at all, but that's a possibility. And so in this reading, the milk and honey is that is who this person is at their core. That's who they were before this heaviness settled into their life. They were this person, happy, connected to their sweetness, seeing the rainbows in their lives. And this card is the number 6, which is tied to, or carries the meaning today of love and the nurturer. So in this card, you could also be the person who remembers this person is this. You're the person who remembers it for them. You could be the nurturer. And yesterday it came out with that too, of the milk making me think of a mother or a caregiver or a loved one. And so you could be that person as well. I hope I'm doing this justice, okay? And then yesterday, this card with the to the sea, and this is also tied to the movie as well, and to the character in the movie, and to whoever it is in this reading. She is trying to figure things out. If this is you trying to give guidance to this person or help this person. This is you trying to figure out how to do that. And if this is you in this situation yourself, this this situation of difficulty where you've lost touch with who you are, then, and you have your wings but they're not spread out, that it's almost like you've forgotten them. Like you haven't forgotten, that's not the right word. You know, but someone has tried to stop you from remembering. And the number 7, again today, the number 7 bringing in introspection. So she is introspective, and so in the movie she spends time in the bathtub, and she's just having a really hard time. So she's having a hard time connecting to her compass. And this is actually binoculars, I was noticing. It's not a propeller. And she's turned away. She's having trouble seeing. So, like, she actually needs these to be on, I mean, if you're going forward, like we want to be going forward here, we need to be able to see. So maybe these can be moved around, and I guess it's important to be able to see where you've come from. Excuse me. To be able to see where you've come from also. And here, this is where you've come from. You've come from this abundance and joy and this playful spirit. This is who you are at your heart. And look, she's turned away from that. She's forgotten. And she's trying to figure that out. So, and then this card is speaking to the readings themselves and just my willingness to put them out there and let them go and not be tied to time. Like, it could take this reading, you know, YouTube, however long YouTube is out there and this reading exists, it could take who knows how long. So I feel like this is, for me, let go of that. Let the balloon, let spirit take this reading where it's meant to go. Let it go and find who it's meant for. And then I noticed, yes, in this card from yesterday, I noticed the one balloon, and then as I was sitting with it later, here are all these balloons. So we're expanding into wonder. You know, my wonder of, my nose runs when I do these readings too. Sorry, I don't know why I'm even sharing that. But okay, so the wonder of these readings being able to reach the people they're meant to reach, and the fact that the patterns tie together, and so anyway, there's just so many air balloons here, and that is what this is. They're releasing it to spirit and to time, divine timing. And that may be a grounded in this message, something that you need to hear as well. Like, if you are this observer and observing this happen with someone that you love and care about, and you you want to help, and they're in this situation. Releasing the grip on the timing of it and how your words of support and encouragement will help them, and when they'll help them. That's important. And these cards even have similar colors. We have here the number 13 and the number 4. So as the observer, when you're standing outside, or you're like, if you're the observer and you're not this person here, if you're the observer of this situation happening, then you can be a stability for them. You can be that steady voice that says, I'm here for you. Take your time. I see what you're going through. I don't judge. I am a safe place, and allow them in their own time. Okay? And so there's community, and if you're the person who is going through this situation, this difficult situation where you feel like you can't get out, and you feel like your wings are maybe clipped, and you're in this situation of difficulty, there is community around you. The community you live in has resources that can help you, and also online resources. You can look up your specific situation, and you can reach out. If it's not possible to do it locally, you can do it online, by telephone. And so, there's something tied to another reading with this about community and asking for help. It's not coming in. Okay. If it does come in, I'll put it in the extended part of the message in the description box. But if you're someone who works with people that are in this type of situation, the feeling I'm getting is just to be patient with them, to be that steady support, to be the observer, to watch out for them, to help when you're asked without judgment, knowing that each person's walking their own path in their own time, and doing what they can with their ability to see. And so just a patience, a non-judgmental community mindset for this situation is needed. So this also feels like another reason that it's not arguing with Spirit. I was just saying, are you sure? Are you sure that I should do this? That it's me that you want me to do this? I just felt a sense of responsibility with this. It's really important, and I understand the sensitivity of it. And I understand the burden that you're carrying. Either way, if you're the person in the middle of this, or if you're someone on the outside observing it, I understand the burden that you're carrying. And I used to work in the mental health profession, and I know as part of the community, when you're assisting and helping, it can be heavy. So either side that you're on in this story, if it's side is the right word, I don't know, either perspective that you have of this story, I know that there's a heaviness that you're carrying, and I am here to bear witness to that and to honor your feelings. So, is there anything else that I'm supposed to say about this? Just, my mind is open to new experiences that will transform my life. And I feel like that could go for any of us in this reading today. For me, the willingness to follow what I'm being asked to do, what's being placed on my heart, and share it. For you, if you are the person in the community who is observing this happening to someone and you want to help, being open to allowing the person in their own time and staying steady and stable for them, that's a transforming experience. To not try to help them beyond what they're willing or able to receive at this time. And that goes back to the story of the chicken with the baby chick with the egg. You can't help them break free until they're ready to break free, and then they will do it on their own. So you provide the stability, you stand by their side, you give them support and encouragement, and when they're ready, when the time is right, they will do what they need to do. And if this is you in this experience right now, I'm sorry for what you're going through. I mean, I know this is difficult, and I see you, and I wish you all the best, and I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you soon.